after this. Quid has no ulti on the Akali. Faker trying to make his way.
Halo guys, welcome semuanya. Selamat malam cuy. Sorry telat tadi, agak sibuk. Ya cuy ya.
I thought they were just going to let him walk out because he was very far back, but instead they decided to force it. It does make it a 1-for-1.
Welcome.
They will deny a few minions from Faker, so honestly not bad, but the fact
Ini Faker skornya kan udah 1-2 ya cuy ya. Kalau dia kalah di sini dia nggak lanjut ya.
And Doran is going to knock down your tier 1 on the other
gitu kan cuy.
Another tower going to be going the way of T1.
Salah apa benar nih?
Tier 1 is almost knocked down as well.
Bang, pengen top Ahok di mana? Tentu saja di Kurohiko top up ya.
Keeping it close.
The next objective is going to determine the feats
Tadi lagi ada meeting cuy.
100 Thieves are not in a position to contest this dragon. They will concede it. T1 will secure the upgraded boots as River looks to try and cross map, stealing away camps on the top sides. It's a very close game with no clear winner. T1 do currently have the map advantage simply because they've secured the mid and the bot tower. But 100 Thieves, I look at this Akali and I think they have a very clear win condition.
They absolutely do, but at the end of the day,
rencana sih bareng sama Bang Yota sama Bang Yudi cuy, cuman ternyata mereka lagi nggak bisa kayaknya.
And the more time you give Faker without him being super behind, it's like not only is he gonna have Archangels, well, guess what's next? It's gonna be Azonians after that. Then you have no easy target at all to dive. So 100 Thieves have really
final
got to
war
make a pay, I think, at this next dragon fight, and try to blow the game open with something like a wipe into a dragon, into an Otacon, or I feel like T1 is just going to slowly scale until their carries can't be killed in a dive.
And the thing I immediately pay attention to when we have late feats of strength like this,
Faker masih butuh 2 win lagi kan?
It really doesn't add a whole lot of power, but it's the ability to upgrade the boot an additional time after the first 2 big items are completed. Killer Instinct from FBI, Pop Blossom to follow it up here. Carry on the defense as Ayla wanted to use.
Oh nice, mantap River. Tadi gue juga lihat pemainnya dicuri sama skill satunya Pantheon jir.
Support for support as the Galio goes up into the air and gets away. Faker wants to throw the ball forward. 100 Thieves disengaging. Another 1-for-1.
If that was a double DP from T1, so honestly, a 1-for-1 there does favor.
Gamenya kan mulai jam 6 ya cuy. Aku udah 1-0 sih. Jam berapa sih mulainya cuy?
I love that 100 Thieves is playing around this. They have Herald, so they're going to try to zone Faker away from getting back to this tower, and he might walk right into River.
No, he's just going to throw the ball.
They're not going to overstay their welcome. 100 Thieves want to go back to base.
Jungle di Wild Rift masih bagus nggak?
Now going to be spawning in 50 seconds. I don't expect this objective to be immediately started, but in the fog of war. Okay, Rumble. I thought that he was setting up a trap. Looks like not going to be anything too significant.
5:30 udah main. Lah katanya jam 6.
Honestly, I'm really surprised that River actually based there. Knowing that the Galio ult is down, I don't think there's much of a response that T1 can have to that sort of aggressive play, but didn't want to risk it, and as a result, they might be looking for Doran if he overstays as well.
I feel like they want to save Herald for mid. I guess they are worried about their siege, similarly to last game. They are a short-range composition against Oriana. Maybe they want to use this Herald to guarantee this mid tower. Doran, though, doesn't have his flash.
Nice. They stun him up with a Shattering Strike, and then they try to block the exit here for the Justice Punch. Doran cannot use it to get away because he would have to dash back first. So a nice shutdown goes over to 100 Thieves.
No TP on Faker.
As Otacon spawns. T1 now in a 4v5 for the next 30 seconds. There is also no teleport on Doran once he respawns. He will have the hero's entrance if he needs it. The Herald is summoned up here in the bottom lane. A Herald charge alone will not kill the tier 1 turret, and Quid is still making his way over to the battlefield. T1 stabilizing for now as the Herald is shot down.
He's sitting in the fog of war. Observers highlighting for us, but he was spotted on the entrance. Quid has to be so careful. T1 trying to collapse, but he will push them back with the assistance of his team.
T1 cuman kurang di late game.
Too scary to start, especially with 2 seconds until Doran returns to the rift. So 100 Thieves won't convert it into anything. They get some damage onto the bot tier 1, but nothing really garnered off the back of that pick.
Yeah, definitely worried there, I think, about starting it up.
Ini enak banget ya T1 ya. Oriana, Jarpan, Galio, anjir.
But I mean, they knew Faker is back in base, has no TP, and Doran is dead and has no TP, so I thought that might have been an angle they would normally go for. But definitely is going to be a scary proposition. Quid now has the Storm Surge completed, so he's on 2 items. And it feels like, again, this is going to be a game coming down to a pivotal dragon fight. You cannot allow T1 to get that 3rd dragon for free move to Soul Point.
All right, Doran's about to take the tier 1 turret here in the top lane, put T1 at a very, very slight gold lead. 56 seconds
Full combo
until
Oriana.
that potential
Iya.
soul point for T1 does spawn.
Ada ini
Second
juga
item fully
Nico,
completed
jir.
for
Kalau yang
Faker as
kiri
well.
kombonya
He has
gimana
the
nih, cuy ya?
Seraph's Embrace all the way
coming.
involved. Quid going after Doran here, going to allow the taunt to expire. River ready to join up. Yes, Doran is very
sakit banget
tanky,
itu
gets
kebantian,
magic
Cok.
damage, and he failed the flash over the wall. The Galio now with the hero's
He's following.
exit to get away to an
Bisa gitu?
He goes in for the perfect execution. He's trying
Timingnya nge-cancel skill 3A kali.
Quid's got the fancy
Nah,
feet to
what the fuck?
guarantee it.
Oh.
But a flash five.
Anjir, kena. Nyangkut.
It's all
Skill 3.
Quid dies
Wah.
with a shockwave in retaliation, but it's a 2-for-1
Gokil, coy.
for 100 Thieves, and one of
Bayangan
the two is the
ternyata
enemy
ya.
jungler. Ayla crashing down over the wall as Gumayushi forces his retreat. T1, they're a 3v4 on the map for now.
I cannot believe that Quid made that work. It was such a risky follow on the E.
Jago
but he
kali ini,
says,
cuy.
screw it, I'm gonna go in. He finds the outplay, he gets a kill on the door, and the Rumble ultimate from Dokla with the assist onto getting the kill onto Ona as well. If it wasn't for Faker, he would have been 2 for 0.
But are 100 Thieves just going to give the Dragon? I mean, you killed the jungler, you killed the top laner. They're not even moving down there whatsoever. We can see this one more time. It's all about the chase. And Doran, you are not going to get one shot. You can walk all the way, I promise. He just flashes early and flashes into the wall. And the E to follow. We're going on a wild ride, Eddie.
Nih di sini di cancel,
this
jir.
is so risky. A nice interrupt
Stop.
comes through from Ona.
Ih,
but it
oh,
also
nggak
stops-
di-
oh, no, the taunt does still
oh.
connect, but the
Dia
ultimate is still
nge-cancel
available
pakai
for
skill
Quid. He
dash-nya.
still connects the E as well. That Rumble ultimate is huge because of how much damage it does to Ona. It ends up being
We
2
gotta go back to
kills,
live.
but we're back to live. The Dragon started off.
All right, T1 going after the Drake. 100 Thieves on the approach.
River's not
T1's
here.
already
No
got
wall.
it down to 40% HP. Doran keeping Quid away off to the right side pincer as the Infernal Drake is secured by Owner and T1. 100 Thieves not there in time.
Yeah, River really wanted to finish a second item, so he does do that, but then you're allowing them the free soul point, and now they're going to engage.
Yeah, now it's a ton of damage back onto River. The shield cannot protect him in time. Quid wants threat onto Gumayushi, but he doesn't have enough. Pop Blossom's not going to stop him. Ayla into the middle of everybody here with a Magnet Storm. Carrier might just die to Quid, but FBI's already been executed by Owner.
Wah, menang nih T1 mah, cuy.
Kill over to Gumayushi. Carrier dies, but it's
Ini posko
so
kekalahan
many
T1 nih,
100
cuy.
Thieves in trade. Only Quid and Dokla are still alive as Quid tries to escape into the enemy jungle.
Yeah.
Owner's got an eye on him here with the sweeper. Quid still
ngapain
trying to
lagi,
get
Jin?
out, but Faker's shockwave will seal his fate. T1 with a 4-for-1.
For simply approaching the Dragon, T1 find 4 kills. 100 Thieves positioning. They did not respect the possibility of T1's collapse. They lose so many members. They lose the Dragon. They lose the Arakan, and this game is quickly slipping away.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, again, the kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. I mean, watch it one more time. The Dragon was already down, but they were worried about the potential of Otacon. So River has the 2 items. He moves over here, but Doka's not with him. FBI's not with him. It's just such a good engage from T1. Start the fight very early. Owner then just locks FBI into the Cataclysm, and look at this from Guma. The R, the E flash, pulls the feathers through, knocks down FBI, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't matter because even though Quid had a really great engage, avoided the Pop Blossom, he only kills the support, and T1 just fights forward through the rest of the team.
Faker in an awkward position here.
Yep, tagged by the first
100T kalah, tim fight berani culik 1 lawan 1. Ya, tim fight T1 sih gila sih menurut gue ya.
Meanwhile, FBI's in danger. Killer instinct
Tim fight-nya
defensively.
selalu bagus
Faker
dia.
burning down, Dokla burning down. A little bit more damage from Flame Spitter isn't going to get it done. Faker finds the first kill back into Dokla. Gumayushi under
miss
pressure,
kill.
tries to
Okay.
sidestep away. A massive
Anjir.
outplay from Gumayushi defensively with the feathers to buy a little bit more time, but he is shut down by River. It's still 3-for-1,
Hop.
favoring T1 as Quid and River are trying to get away, and Doran pushes the tier 2 mid.
That pick onto Faker could have opened up a Baron, but he is just so tanky. Dokla didn't have the damage to get through the shielding from Doran, the HP from Faker's build, and while Quid set his sights on the AD carry, Guma was far
Ini Faker
too
kalau udah pakai
resilient.
Oriana nih
Carrier
udah
was
serius sih, cuy.
providing enough support, and 2 towers will fall off the back of that as T1 gain an even greater gold advantage.
I kind of want to see that one more time because it felt to me at first like maybe Dokla was just trying to hold on to the equalizer, not commit it, used it very late, but they are going to go back in. Can they actually stop the recalls in time?
Dokla
Yeah.
looking for it. He has no equalizer to try to stop this,
nice.
but they don't need
Owner's
it
here
just
too.
yet. Here comes Ayla. He's locked him up with a Magnet Storm. Faker trying to get away. He's very low on HP, but River's on the approach.
Yah,
Faker and
kena
both getting away
stun
over the
si
wall. Quid on the chase,
Pantheonnya,
he tries to
Cok.
shut down
Wih,
the Viper.
akalinya
T1's
sih
trying to
menurut
get
gua
himself
gendong
back.
banget ya.
He's not gonna find the kill onto Quid here just yet.
Akali is trying hard, bro.
Shutdown credits. Over to River. It's 2 kills for 100 Thieves.
What a fight there from 100 Thieves. They force it. They find the angle.
Hah?
Quid is back
Kok
in
bisa
the game.
darah
No TP.
Nikonya jadi
River
tipis?
low.
Emang dia ada
They
kemampuan
can't
kayak begitu,
start
Cok?
the Baron, though,
Ngubah
because
darah
the
jadi
T1
tipis.
members are very strong, and the health bars are too low for River and Quid.
The problem for 100 Thieves this
Apa
game is
karena
that while they find kills, they cannot convert
darah
it into any
sininya tipis
objectives
tadi
as
ya?
Doran.
This one could be important, but the flash of the wall keeps Doran safe for now. 100
Emang
Thieves yet
nggak
again
sadar gue
looking
Darvan
for
darah
any
tipis
chance they
dia.
can.
All 3 outer towers are still alive for T1. 100 Thieves know that they
Anjir,
have the
Faker
numbers
masih
advantage. The Baron with the
Niko
Kai'Sa
anjing.
relatively quick, but it's a risky force and they're not going to do it. 100 Thieves need to be converting these kills into something to turn this game around.
100 Thieves have not
Kayak
claimed
darah
a
Sonar
single
tipis tadi.
turret
Gue nggak
this
merhatiin ada yang tipis tadi.
entire
Ji.
game. Like you say, Vedius, Keria has been spotted out. Important to note, T1 also ahead, 29 flower petals. His owner goes in
Iya.
for the Cataclysm. They're ready to back it up with Faker and
Waduh,
Yushi. It's 2 kills for
posisinya, Cok.
free. 1 for each of the T1 carries. And now with the top laner and jungler down on the 100 Thieves side, T1 are feeling emboldened. Doran just distracting everybody here in the mid lane.
Tapi nggak jelek lah cuy, iya nggak sih main 100 Thieves cuy?
Positioning was scattered for 100 Thieves, and T1 are so quick to pounce. They take out the jungler, they take out the top laner, they convert it into a Baron, and now they've got firm grasp over game 2.
And just what I was saying before the fight broke out, it is over 2,500 gold worth of adaptive force for T1 just from the flower petals. This is one of the most one-sided flower petal counts we've seen in a game so far at Worlds. That, added on top of the 5,000 gold lead, added on top of the soul that's about to spawn here in 2 seconds, is huge.
Joko has no flash, and he's going
Ngevlog
top,
kan,
so they're
ngapain
just
di
going to
situ?
give the soul. They're not even going to try to contest it here. And it feels like that
Aduh,
might
T1 dia
seal their
ini
fate
stall
in
nih.
this game. We'll see if there's any sort of a
Kayak dilepas
attempt at a
ini, cuy.
random steal, but not going to be there as T1 will claim the Infernal Soul back-to-back
Tipis itu menurut gue kayak dapat
There's
soul
no
itu kayak
common
nggak
spear this
nggak
time.
yang aneh,
The 4,500
power banget
gold
sih ya,
lead, the
nggak yang
2,500
berlebihan
adaptive
banget
force
gitu kayaknya.
advantage. The Dragon
Biasa
Soul,
aja kayak
which is
gue
worth
lihat di
multiple
turnamen.
thousands of gold on its own. You're looking at a realistic lead of 5 digits of power for T1.
The MasterCard priceless moment will cement another soul for T1. 13 kills to 12. 100 Thieves have fought valiantly, but now they have to keep their base alive as T1 set the siege. This bot lane, though, there's not much of a minion wave to work with for now. Doran is going to escort a wave in the middle lane, but that's going to be caught by Quid. The wave clear isn't the strongest from 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, they have basically no wave clear to speak of at all. River's trying to see, is there an angle? Will Doran overextend? But he doesn't need to. He knows it's just a matter of time before the T1 members on that bottom side are able to push in here. Area is there.
All right, first inhibitor turret already down. Into the back line goes River, but into the front line goes Carry.
Aduh, rata, Cok. Aduh.
Ayla's gonna follow River down
Menang
the back
T1.
line of T1. It's 4 dead already.
Mau ngapain, Jin? Tinggal di end doang ini.
T1 is ready to end this game. The shockwave will not find the Akali. Quid will waste as much time as he can, but it will not matter. 100 Thieves left it all on the Rift in their final series of League of Legends.
Berarti T1 2-2 kondisi sekarang nih ya. Berarti next nyawanya T1.
Here, T1, move on.
It was always going to be such a long shot against the back-to-back world champions here. 100 Thieves, as you said it, they left it all out on the Rift. They played aggressive. They played to the best of their ability. They came close at moments, but T1 always building those edges, especially in this second game. Full control, play towards the objectives, had great setups.
Jadi meta nggak kuat di low PC. Di turni gue liat nggak ada yang pakai cuy.
These picks in the key moments really did separate the two teams.
T1 will move to 2-2. They still need another series to make their way towards the quarterfinals.
Oh nggak ada lagi abis ini coy. Ini doang anjir. Lah udah kelar berarti gue nobarin.
Put everything onto the Rift, and what a showing it has been.
Oh iya, lihat drawingnya, lihat
Hear
drawingnya
the
cuy.
crowd cheering for the Thieves. Their final heist now coming to a conclusion. Up against a team, the caliber and the
Pulang kan
pedigree of
Red Thief ini cuy.
to stand against them and play
Oh, kalau udah
that
kayak gitu harusnya pulang ya?
aggressively, that fearlessly. You've got to be proud of what they left on the Rift here today. Analysts, what are we thinking?
100T
I think it's World Championship and T1
Kan dia
always
lawannya
finds a way
1-2
here,
kan
but
skornya,
the
berarti
Thieves
jadi
did not
1-3
make it
kan berarti
easy for
100 ya.
them. I understand the frustration
Ya,
on the
100
face of 100 Thieves
1-3
here.
aja.
Given the year they have, given the
Anjir,
comeback that they
PSG
went
Talon
through to
udah
make
pulang,
it here today,
Fnatic udah
with the
pulang,
run and the teams they
Hate
had
udah
to face off
pulang,
against that Worlds,
Secret udah pulang.
it can only be frustrating now.
Kalau 2-2, berarti lawan T1 itu antara BLG, Koi, FlyQuest, Flying Oyster, Top Esport. Kalau sampai lawannya si TTBC Flying Oyster, FlyQuest, tapi dia bisa ngelawan orang yang sama lagi nggak cuy? Apa nggak bisa?
An average fan, I think it was 100 Thieves. They might not have stolen the win, but it did steal a lot of hearts for that final series.
Ya T1 kan udah pernah melawan FlyQuest nih. Bisa lawan lagi nggak?
Always the home crowd, right? Even here in China, a lot of times. But there were so many people standing here cheering. Maybe for Dokla again, our latest.
Lo nggak nobar bareng Bang Kaede Kur? Nobar apa?
The thing about 100 Thieves that
Berarti
I love
bisa
about
ketemu
them
lagi.
so much is that they went
Semoga
out
ketemu
playing
Billy-Billy
their
ya.
style of game, right? So for as many times as I've
Nggak
disagreed
mungkin
with
ketemu
Grayson's
Billy-Billy
draft,
anjir. Gue yakin ketemunya pasti sama tim adik-adik, Cok.
in the Akali, the Silas for Quid, really playing to their strengths, which is creating these skirmishes all around the map. Good job, guys.
Lawannya paling CTBC nggak sih ini?
Bringing the vibe, saving your season the way they did as well. I have only admiration for these players, for the way they fought. Inspirational
There you
thoughts
go.
here on your side, Emily. And as
I won't sing it. It's a thing from my way. I won't sing it because I will actually get emotional, unfortunately. And
Yeah, don't do that.
Emotions are bad, guys. Don't have them. But I love this 100 Thieves team so much. Thank you guys for everything you've done all year. You've been amazing to watch.
Of course, we're going to hear more about them a bit later, but Chronicler focusing on our current world champions here, T1. They advanced to
Jok
the
mana
next
si Jok,
round,
cuy?
as I was saying. They always find a way. They did it again today, and it came off the back of Owner once again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, there's a very clear number one, which obviously is Owner. I think Guma had a solid series as well, but, you know, being an AD carry in T1, we all know that, you know...
It's the two junglers of T1, as I call them.
It really is the two junglers of T1, because Keria has just been absent this World, so unfortunately. That was, for me, the biggest gap today. I think Doran, unfortunately, we are, again, seeing those shades of international Doran. That flash, in particular, is going to feel very reminiscent of some of the struggles he's had in the past. And then Faker... I think kind of the same as in the LCK, where he's just as likely to get you, unfortunately, in a deficit, because his laning phase really hasn't been up to par, as to actually win you the game. Because we can also look at a couple of the plays he had on both the Talia, and I'd argue some of the plays on the Orianna as well, the topside catch, for example, where they weren't able to burn him down. But T1 don't look that good, right? They looked way worse than they did domestically in the LCK playoffs. Let's not forget, this team brought Gen G the distance, the 5!
Yeah.
Gen G!
What do you think they're missing? Ultimately.
Nonton stream ini dapat reward kah, Kor? Kayak yang lo bilang waktu itu.
You know, I
Kagak
think
kalau di
a lot
gua
of the
mah.
drafts we've seen, there were one or two where you could just specifically point to meta read or
Kalau yang
draft.
untuk Wild Rift itu gue
For me,
kurang
it's
tahu
just
sih
the
itu ya.
gameplay, right? Like Keria has thus far, I think, had one of the weakest tournaments maybe that he's had.
Gak tau mungkin ada
internationally ever.
aktivasinya
I think
dari
he's really
Tencent
struggled to
segala
have
macam
an
gue gak tau,
impact,
cuman
and
gue
for all
nggak
of
ada
Keria's,
ngapa-ngapain.
Extreme highs and sometimes experimentation that doesn't work out.
Tapi dia belum mulai kan, cuy?
Something he rarely lacks is an impact, and I think that that is something that would worry me. That combined with the fact that
Belum ada
both
info kan
solo
soal
lanes
dia
are certainly not having the
dropnya.
best times right now. I think if you're a T1 fan, you're very worried going into tomorrow.
Kapan
And I
nih
think
gitu?
even Owner, we're starting to see him kind of buckle. The smite steals, it might be a River specialty,
Yeah.
but Owner normally is a guy that you
Yeah.
can trust with these, right? So that to me is pretty telling to the state T1 is in right now.
And it's funny because at the beginning of Worlds, he came in an interview saying that, guys, I took you guys there. I want to chill now. I want to be the one relaxing. I want you to do the dirty work. But so far, it has been Owner's Rift and him finding the opportunities for T1 to win game. And he is the Oppo player of the series once again for T1 today.
Yeah, and I thought so many of the crucial team fights that they had, starting with this one, we already covered it after game one. He's always just
Anjir,
at
kill
the center
13,
of it,
yuk.
right? He does so much to set up these fights for the rest of his team. I thought his response to, I doubt it's in the highlight reel because people probably find it kind of boring, but his response to River's invade was really smart. Like, he's just constantly aware of what the opponent wants to do, keeping track of it, and then again, his team fighting with this team just sets up so much.
For me, Owner is, when it comes to the
KT nomor
LCK, the jungler
3 tapi lagi
does
OP banget.
skirmishing the best. His sense for where
KT
he
itu yang
needs to be in the engagement.
logo
You can
R
see
bukan
if you
sih?
slow down some of his Jarvan fights, it feels like he's fighting on multiple fronts at a time, which I think is insanely impressive.
Yang kayak logo Rockstar ini bukan sih
Shout out to
KT?
Guma as well. I think that he was the utter stability that they needed when the rest of
KT
the series was
Rockstar ya?
extremely volatile.
It has been really difficult for them so far. Similar to BLG, if they want to find solutions, they're going to find them now. And now we see, it was pretty close, honestly, but again, it was close until it wasn't. It comes to this
3-0 anjir
clutch
KT
moments,
roster
these
gila
two
juga ya.
fights that T1 knows to play around so well. But again, Emily, the
AGAL
solutions
juga
they have to come up
3-0.
with tomorrow, they're not going to have a lot of time to do it.
Anjir.
I mean, the big thing, I do
ALE
think that it's way
dikalahin,
better than
Genji
BLG, by the
dikalahin.
way, so as we're drawing that
Gokil.
comparison, please keep that in mind. But like you already alluded to, Chronicler, this is not the T1 that we saw domestically, right? And that is a little
Terus
concerning.
CFO
as much
yang
as I
awalnya
love what
2-0
they
jadi
just won, and
2-2
I
anjir.
really want to see them make the bracket stage, right? It always stinks when the defending world champion doesn't make it.
KT itu yang ayam
I
Kur.
do hope that they make it tomorrow.
Now, before we send it over to the draw show and the rest
KT
of
itu
our
bukan
day, let's
Dean.
send it over one last time to River in the Verizon post-game interview.
Thank you very much, Lore. River, commiserations on the
Ini siapa nih?
end for 100 Thieves here at Worlds.
Oh, tim
How do
100
you
Thief.
look back, let's say, on this series, but also on Worlds in general?
Today we had chance to win against T1, so it was really close. And it was my first game against T1 in my Worlds and MSI, so it was good experience too. And then I want to say thank you to Dokla because he joined 100 Thieves during the season. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see him right there. He's listening to you right now. Is there anything more you'd like to say to him?
Nothing. Just thank you.
Nothing, maybe off air. Okay. You've had such an illustrious career from the LGL to PSG to your history in the LCS. How do you look back on that journey, on the memories, on the achievements, as we approach this final chapter since you'll be heading into retirement?
Playing in LCS and LTA was a really good experience. And then maybe today was my last game. So
Please, drawingnya wangi,
feelings
please.
weird, but
Semoga ketemu BLG.
We've
Semoga
really
ketemu
loved to see
BLG.
you play. It's been an honor for us as well, and I'm sure for a lot of the fans that
Please
you've made.
ketemu
Is there anything
BLG.
you'd like to say to
Ayo
them
coy,
as a final
Temara
goodbye?
kan BLG,
I
BLG.
want to say thank you for
BLG,
fans and
BLG.
everyone. And then I hope you guys. I hope we can meet again.
Teman Walter Vianggon.
In future.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Semoga ketemu
River.
Genji lagi. Emang Genji skornya 1-2.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
Genji skornya 3-1 udah lolos
I
anjir.
love River so much. I've loved watching him since he was on PSG.
Semoga ketemu CFO
He is
dan
just
BLG.
such a
CFO,
creative
BLG.
juggler. It feels like
Ketemu CFO
every
BLG.
team he joins really benefits from his insight, the way he plays the game.
Semoga
I remember,
ketemu
when he
CFO
was
BLG.
on, bottom LCS teams, he made them look so much better just because of how well he'd played, dropping camps,
Kapan
to
RRQ
always get
main?
his lanes ahead.
RRQ udah gagal sih.
He has such a good attitude about the game. I'm really gonna miss him so much.
Yeah, and you don't
I
have
blame myself.
players.
You start
crying and then I start crying. It's your fault.
It's my bad.
Ketemu BLG, CFO.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Ketemu CFO BLG, CFO.
I hate you so much.
Yeah, but it was
Kalau ketemu CFO atau BLG baru itu
have a draw show to go through.
menarik dan akan kita tunggu-tunggu cuy.
With Candice being on stage, so let's focus on the rest of the teams we have here at Worlds in the last round of 3 stage. What is the expectations, guys? Do you have any matchup that you want to see?
Well, I mean, I know what the funniest would be given the, I think, tumultuous, even though the results were the way that we expected today, we obviously saw both T1 and BLG really struggle in matchups where they were heavily favored. We saw both VKS as well as 100 Thieves really rise to the occasion. That matchup to me would be crazy because I think neither team would really trust them, or rather trust their fans, or their fans wouldn't trust them.
Yeah, there's no trust. That's all we know.
Additionally,
BLG CFO tes. BLG CFO tes.
MKOI. No offense, MKOI, I love you, but
BLG CFO
Two and two teams in this situation, there's
tes.
not a lot of faith.
BLG CFO tes.
Weirdly enough, CFO.
yeah, no, I'm with you. For me,
Kalau ketemu Ampe, ketemu Fly, gue nggak ngerti lagi.
and CFO test. That
actually would be insane.
that would be.
Ayo sama-sama doakan cuy. T1 ketemu CFO BLG tes.
Let's see, Shia.
Oke, kita lihat di sini siapa.
We had some merciful draws lately.
Tes.
Okay. Oh, yes,
Choppy scores.
Going first.
Berarti yang bola selanjutnya dibuka itu lawannya kan cuy?
Expected on the side of TS tomorrow. I see so. Ooh, BLG TS matchups. People want. Let's see what's the second.
Are they cheering T1?
I love
Yeah.
Wih, orang-orang pada minta T1 cuy.
Go into TES.
He has a baller.
Ya, apaan?
The LPL team kill.
Well,
Ya, apaan? Curang banget.
Oh god.
but you don't want to have this one. Worlds are held in China.
Oh, that's tragic. That's not the
Shia,
start
what have you
want.
done?
Oke,
CFO.
kalau bukan dapet T1 sih parah banget cuy.
Quick course correction.
His like jacket sweater thing is
Oh no,
amazing, by
the little
way. Like, I
Please
love
T1.
it. Yeah,
T1, 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 T1.
It's adorable.
LCK. Oh, mam.
The rematch. No, they can't. They can't. So they will be moved to the next
Kebalik.
matchup. There you go.
Agak sedikit berat boleh lah ya, cuman pengennya BLG cuy.
Turning them upside down.
Trust yourself.
Sebenarnya CFO harusnya gampang sih, cuman mau gimana lagi, pilihannya udah habis, cok.
As
Oh
the
no.
tension mounts.
Here we go. MKOI. So that would be MKOI CFO.
MK
right?
CFO, yeah, that is correct. They haven't played them, no? No, they haven't.
Kok MKOI CFO? Gimana sih cara hitungnya, cuy?
I mean,
Bukannya
MKOI has
abis
been, for me,
dibuka,
one of
nextnya
the-
lawan itu,
again,
bukannya
having
gitu.
a breakout year, right? So that
Yeah.
is definitely a tough
then
one.
FlyQuest.
As
Fly do, kan tadi CFO udah ngelawan T1. Gimana sih? Casternya nggak ngerti apa gimana sih? Apa gue yang salah?
The double LTA kill. 31. Nah, they will do it.
Ya CFO lawan T1 kan, kenapa dia bilang MKOI ketemu T1? Ketemu CFO anjir.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's CFO versus.
Oh, it's
CFO FlyQuest. MK T1. Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh,
That's
it's
a-
because
that's a
no, it's
historic
because
one.
Caster ngapain aja 3 orang dan dongo 3-3-nya.
yeah.
希望大家都能晒出风采，然后打好，我相信大家都可以做到。
Well,
Well, that's great.
wanna go for your emotions, Laura?
yeah.
I have no. Again, I have a lot of thoughts. Not.
Huh?
So we're just
I'm
gonna-
Jadinya MKOI lawan T. Lah,
What kind of matchup is that TES BLG match gonna be with both teams playing?
mana coy, mana coy, mana coy? Lah, T1 udah lawan CFO sama Fly. Ah, ini mah udah ngasih slot anjir. Kenapa tiba-tiba jadi lawan MKOI jing? Terus fungsi bola tadi apa? Gimana sih cara bolanya?
The way they are
Nggak
right
ngerti
now.
gue, Cok.
I'm gonna be to quote a great man. A
Jadi
great
nggak boleh rematch gitu. Terus tadi kan yang pertama dibuka itu tes. Habis dibuka tes keluar BLG kan. Habis itu ngebuka CFO. Habis ngebuka CFO keluar T1 kan. Tapi karena CFO udah pernah lawan T1, jadinya nggak boleh. Habis itu dibuka MKOI. CFO udah pernah belum lawan MKOI? Lah, CFO belum pernah lawan MKOI, kenapa dia malah lawan Fly? Karena T1 udah pernah lawan Fly gitu. Terus buat apa bola tadi anjing? Cuman buat nentuin siapa yang...
As long as there's illusion, there's hope.
True.
So we're gonna hold on to that hope.
True.
We're gonna hug that hope. And we're gonna hope that hope is what's gonna carry us tomorrow in the last day of Swiss stage.
I do like the thematic consistency of the Flying Oysters facing off against FlyQuest.
Yeah.
I like that.
Bang Kuro, gua abis comeback Hawk kira-kira Zilong lah masih.
Those are hard. I think particularly
Berarti cuman buat
I am gonna favor T1.
ujung-ujungnya juga bakal pakai ini, Jir, bakal dicari-cari lagi.
But those other two matchups.
Kalau bolanya beruntung dapat yang belum ketemu, yang ngikut bola. Tapi kalau bolanya ternyata ngebuka sesama yang udah ngelawan, ya cari next-nextnya gitu.
It's gonna be a battle of who chokes the least.
Like, if they play like they did domestically in playoffs, it's BLG.
Yes.
If they play like they've been playing at this tournament, I actually do think it's TES.
I would agree, but that would require me to have faith in
That would
TES.
also require TES, not
I've
to
been
trip
told
over themselves at the finish line.
by both you and Ox that it is something I should never do.
Where is Ox?
MKOI mah gampang aja.
Here with me.
I know mentally he is.
He is. He's with me in spirit.
Ini tour game apa? League of Legends.
Once we're done with this. Guys, tomorrow the show is going to start 3 hours earlier. That's going to be 7 a.m. CST and 10 p.m. Pacific. But
T1-nya jam terakhir berarti ya? Gue nggak tahu bisa nobar T1 apa enggak besok nih coy. Nyawa terakhir besok kan padahal ya. Soalnya besok gua ada
for you,
event besok ya.
Coming, for saving the day, for giving us incredible League of Legends, incredible vibes as well.
Jadi tim LPL saling bunuh gitu masuk ke playoff. Iya.
Any closing thoughts for yourself?
Jam 6 lagi T1 berarti. Jam 6 semoga event yang invite gue besok udah selesai ya. Ke Cina nggak kur, kagak lah anjir. Kenapa ke pause nih? Beda kalau gitu Cing, nggak tahu nih kenapa ke pause sih, mungkin karena udah selesai gitu ininya ya. Oke, thank you semua yang sudah nonton. Kita semoga besok kita bisa nonton ya, cuy ya. Kita ketemu lagi di live atau video berikutnya cuy. Iwan kayaknya jam 6 ya.